Jon Moxley, or Dean Ambrose, has been on top of the world ever since 2019 when he chose not to renew his contract in WWE, decided to go to New Japan and AEW, and immediately he was put on the map. He could be grittier, he could be more violent. Everything about this was so much better than Dean Ambrose in WWE. He's arguably the greatest thing to happen to AEW. Although today with this current storyline, people are kind of sick of him. But I don't watch AEW anymore, so I don't care. But seeing where Moxley is now really makes you wonder, Vince, were you high? Like, how did you fumble like this? Hello, welcome to the channel. This is a show that I would like to call The Curious Case Of, where I basically take a wrestler who I think Vince McMahon fumbled and just talk about, like, what the heck happened, bro? Am I allowed to say Vince McMahon? Anyway, today we're gonna talk about Dean Ambrose. Dean was my guy! And this is all the way, like, in the Shield days, where he was great on the mic, his wrestling skills were chaotic but fun at the same time. He just had this unhinged vibe that was missing in the WWE at the time. Which is why everybody thought he would be the one to turn on the Shield instead of Seth. Now, in that moment, Dean turning on the Shield would have made more sense, right? However, I definitely understand why they chose Seth. Dean was already well established with his character. They already knew that he was going to push Roman. Seth had the least amount of character. Great in ring, but the character was missing. So it only made sense for Triple H to take him under his wing so he could develop more. So now with Dean's unhinged character as a face, now he's coming off as this never say die, I'ma do what I want, Stone Cold type of dude that the crowd ate up. This dude was popping out of trunks and all that. This dude was spraying people with mustard. Like, oh, okay, that probably wasn't the best example, but the crowd loved him. This man was the most over guy at the time. Daniel Bryan was injured. CM Punk was... See, we wanted to see someone new at the top. We were tired of Cena. We were tired of Randy. We wanted to see somebody new at the top. And Dean Ambrose could have definitely been that guy. However, there were two main issues with this. One, he kept losing his big matches. He kept losing to Seth. And then they just moved on from that to Bray. And he continuously kept losing to Bray. He lost the Rumble. He lost all these big matches. Meanwhile, we're seeing Roman and Seth get a bunch of wins. Roman won the Royal Rumble. Seth is Mr. Money in the Bank. The crowd is clearly into Ambrose, yet they're not really giving him anything. And then two, I think this is the biggest issue. I think Vince misunderstood his character. He saw the funny side of his unhinged character. It's this I don't care, I'm gonna kill you type personality. Vince only saw the comedic side of that, when in reality he was more like the Dark Knight Joker. He has great comedic timing, but we're not supposed to think he's funny. Like, this guy is actually psychotic. But now Vince is trying to make him lean into this more comedic side, and we can't really take him seriously, especially when he's losing all these matches. In my opinion, they should have gave the IC title to Dean at WrestleMania 31 in that ladder match. I'm still saying that to this day. I don't think it should have been Daniel Bryan. That would have at least gave him back his momentum. Then they decided to pair him up with Roman again. Not to benefit Dean, but to make Roman look good. Because obviously Dean is the more over guy, yet they're trying to push Roman as the next big thing. Just make Dean the guy. Like, why are you being so stupid? And then eventually, this character, I could tell he just wasn't feeling it anymore. Like, eventually, it just got dry. He was trying to stick to being funny, but it was just really dry, and he got more and more laid back to the point Stone Cold got pissed off at him on his podcast. His feud with Jericho wasn't really it. He finally won the WWE Championship, which I was like, yes! And you know what? His character actually got better at this time. His promos were more serious, like with Seth and Roman. And then he cut this really good promo with Dolph. Then he get the feuding with AJ Styles. And I don't know why, but they really amped the comedic side of him up with this feud. I didn't like this at all. He lost the WWE title, won the IC title, but in the middle of all this, his character just dwindled. He wasn't even on the main card of WrestleMania. How are you just WWE champion, but then can't get on the main card of WrestleMania? Nobody cared about that six-pack women's match. You could have put that on the pre-show. Yeah, it was just raps for Dean. His character pretty much stayed dry until 2018. 2018, when he came back from injury, that's when we started seeing more of the side of him that he is now in AEW. And then he turns heel, and I'm like, yes, we could take him seriously now, even though at this time I'm not watching WWE anymore. But I'm keeping up with his stuff though. He can finally be this unhinged heel that we can take seriously. Then he gets a shot on his butt. And where's this Bane mask? Okay, whatever. I don't blame him for not renewing his contract. I don't blame him. Every time he wasn't interested, I wasn't interested. I felt it. I could feel his passion just leaving him. He wasn't unhinged, he wasn't funny anymore, he was just there. And the fact that Vince did not understand that and decided to humiliate him after he decided not to renew his contract, I was genuinely happy to see Jon flourish in AEW and New Japan. Bro, his New Japan stuff, I need to go back to his matches. Cause I swear, that match with Ishii, bro, that was the problem. Vince just saw him as a comedy guy. He didn't really take him seriously. Not as much as we took him serious, at least. Seeing Jon be on top in AEW really makes Vince look stupid. Like, this could have been your top guy, Vince. I don't know what you were thinking. Anyway, I think that's about it. I really hope you enjoyed it. There's obviously a lot of wrestlers that he fumbled. If you like this video, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. That sounds like a cliche. I should probably stop. But there's more videos on the way, all right? It's not just the curious case of, it's reviews, topic videos. It's a lot. It's a lot that I'm gonna do on this channel, so stay tuned, turn your notifications on, and see you guys in the next one. Peace.